Hello everyone, thank you for attending today's session. Today is our Q2 BRG TRIRIGA Users Group. We're happy you could join us today. Let's get started with a look at our agenda. Today's session will be broken into 3 parts. Part 1 will be an end-user case study presented by the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Part 2 will be a look at the recent IBM Interconnect conference from our TRIRIGA Practice Director, Troy Hergenrader. And finally, we'll close the user group today with Part 3, TRIRIGA Tips and Tricks from Chris Ellis, BRG's Director of Technical Services. We'll also close today with the Q&A portion. Today, we'll be conducting polling questions. Your answers to these questions help us better develop user groups that fit your needs. So our first question applies to what you would do if you had a TRIRIGA magic wand, and I'll let Troy give you some more information on that while I open the poll.
Sure, I'll just read through these as Nicole is opening that up. So if you had a magic wand for TRIRIGA and had one wish, this is your wish. So wishing for better system performance, wishing there were more training options, quicker response to your technical support issues, making better use of the modules that you already own, better reporting capabilities, or you would do nothing, you would pass on your wish because the system is perfect as it is, or the opposite and potential worst case, you would start over with a different system. So those are your options, and we are dying to hear your answers. And let me know when it's ready, Nicole, and I'll keep things moving ahead.
Sure, we'll keep it open, so you can just go ahead to the next slide.
Okay.
If at any time you have questions, please use the Q&A or chat feature in your WebEx toolbar. If we are unable to get to your question by the end of our session today, we will reach out to you via email or phone to answer that question for you. We appreciate any questions and comments. All right, let's begin part 1 of our session today. As I mentioned before, the end user spotlight is the University of Massachusetts Amherst, or UMass, as we will reference multiple times in today's session. Let's jump in and hear Patty Roper, UMass's Director of Applications and Compliance, walk us through this end-user spotlight. And I'm going to let Troy Hergenrader, BRG's TRIRIGA Practice Director, introduce Patty and kind of get us started.
Okay, so yes, introductions for Patty. So Patty is a UMass alum and a self-described lifer of the university. She tells us she started working as a student, she got a position when she graduated, and then she never left. So I did add the Sam the Minute Man in your honor there, Patty. I figured that was necessary. And so she has 3 degrees, I found out as well. Her first being a bachelor's in animal science, which we know comes in handy for working with IT projects. And then she also has a master's degree and an education specialist degree, and has a ton of experience in working in purchasing, inventory control, IT application analysis, IT networking and security, and she's currently the Director of Applications and Compliance at the university, and is recently coming off a presentation from the IBM Interconnect conference, so we asked her to do a command performance today. So thanks again, Patty, and I will turn it over to you.
Thanks, Troy. So thanks for having me. So today we're going to look at inventory and purchasing. It's kind of the parts that have really made this system really work well for us. I'm going to highlight some of the successes and lessons learned that we learned implementing these 2 parts of the modules. So the event agenda will just give you a brief overview of TRIRIGA at UMass, the modules are running, and our timeline. I'll go over procurement management, and then our inventory management, and then kind of the big picture of operations and how those 2 fit into it. We can do Q&A at the end of that, but I'll stay on the line in case there's Q&A at the end of the conference here as well. So I don't know if Troy wants to introduce BRG. But
yeah, I can introduce BRG. I'll fly through this one. Yeah, so as you guys probably know, we're BRG. We're partnered with UMass, and we've helped them do their space management implementation with TRIRIGA, and then most recently the facilities operations and maintenance and the inventory and procurement piece.